between the lawyers and the pot shops. Another billboard is competing for your attention tonight.
The Billboard is calling out the state's handling of the Washington Bridge shutdown. Gabrielle Caracciolo is live in East Providence with the backstory. Gabrielle?
Well, these aren't the first billboards to reference the Washington Bridge closure. You've probably seen a handful of advertisements doing so, but now two of the rotating messages on this digital billboard are calling out the state for its handling of the bridge closure.
I believe we have to keep it in the forefront. We have to demand the accountability and the answers.
That's what Ken Block says is motivating these new billboards along I-195. The former gubernatorial candidate is using crowdfunding to pay for them, raising money through his nonprofit Watchdog RI. Their messages criticize the state's handling of the Washington Bridge shutdown.
I can't believe that Governor McKee hasn't cleaned house at the DOT. I believe that most reasonable governors would have absolutely made changes at the DOT in the face of such a visible failure of the DOT to protect us.
One says they knew in 2012, a reference to older studies critics say warned of the structural issues with the bridge. The other reads, if they had done their job, you would have been home already.
I believe that the governor and the DOT are doing everything in their power to avoid addressing accountability, and for sure, one of the purposes of these billboards is to keep the pressure on them.
What's your reaction to these billboards?
And I think the people who are trying to make something out of something that happened early in December and January, they're a little late, so I think they're probably wasting their money right now.
Governor Dan McKee isn't fazed. He says there will be accountability, but he'll no longer commit to saying when. Is the day of reckoning coming?
The reason that we've brought in a law firm, a legal team, is to do just that. The legal process will play out, and that's the smartest way to make sure that we protect the taxpayers, is to pursue legal remedies.
Block says he's going to continue to raise money through Watchdog RI for these billboards. He's hoping to add additional messages on the digital billboard and extend its run beyond the initial 30 days that have already been paid for. Live in East Providence, Gabrielle Caracciolo, NBC 10 News.